Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to why British plugs are better than all other plugs. So yeah, I've always known there was a difference in plugs, especially when you compare them to the plugs we have in America. I would show you one, but then I'd unplug my computer and the recording would end. So probably not the best idea. But yeah, also guys, check out the haircut. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Is it a dub? Is it an L? How's the hair looking? I got tired of it being so long. But anyways, yeah, this is also I recognize this guy. This is Tom Scott. I'm pretty sure he made a video where it was basically like every view. The title changes based on how many views it has. The title literally changes. So he's a pretty smart guy. So he should be giving us some good information. But if any of you guys just fact check them in the comments below. Let me know if it's actually accurate, because I love when you guys elaborate on the ideas within the video. Anyways, I'm rambling. Hit the like button if you're new here. Hit subscribe, and let's find out what's up with these plugs, man.
A little bit patriotic sometimes, and sometimes that's for comedy purposes, and sometimes it's genuine, and this is genuine because I really do believe that the British plug is one of the greatest designs that has ever hit the world. For loads of reasons. I mean, there's a safety feature that most folks, at least in Britain, know, which is that it's really difficult for a kid to take, say, a screwdriver and just poke it into one of the holes. Because up here is earth, ground, for the Americans, that's a safety one. These two here are live and neutral, where the actual danger is. But they've got shutters over them. Don't try and stay home, I cannot poke a screwdriver in there right now. What I have to do is plug the earth pin, which you can see is slightly longer, the ground pin here, in first. And when that goes in, little shutters come up and let the other pins in. So I can show that, because this extension here is really badly designed.
Oh.
Plug in upside down. So if you have a look at those shutters, when I put the earth pin in, there we go. And there's now a contact for the other two pins. So you need to have a really inventive baby to be able to put one in there and another in there and then get a shock. So that's safer.
Whereas with our sockets in general, or our plugs, whatever you want to call it, people in schools, I've literally heard of this multiple times, will take a wire and put it in. There's no like mechanism like that to stop that. Like, you are getting shocked. It's simple. So yeah, that's actually a really cool feature. I did not know that.
What about if you leave the plug halfway out? Because American, European sockets, you leave the plug halfway out, you've got live electricity that you can kind of touch. You can get a finger in there. Well, not here. Because on the live and neutral pins on the bottom, you can see insulation extends halfway through them. If the plug is far enough in to make a connection, like that, all you can touch is the insulation. Okay, so that's the obvious safety features. What about on the inside? Because you've got to remember, until 1992, the British government did not require that electrical appliances had plugs on them. If you bought a toaster or a washing machine, you would get, almost always, a bare wire at the end. And you'd expect to wire the plug yourself. So I got taught how to wire a plug in school, because that was still a required skill back then. Here we go. If I open this up, first there's a fuse. And that's an artifact of when the standard was made. Post-World War II, there was a copper shortage. And, well, it was a lot cheaper to require a fuse in every plug and just build the circuit as one loop of cable going around the whole house than it was to have loads of individual copper strands going out all over the house and a fuse for each. So they just made the house one giant circuit, put a fuse in each plug. That's now safer. Then you've got the three wires. Blue is neutral. BL, L for left, blue goes to the left. Brown is live, BR, R goes to the right, live goes to the right. You can also remember that live is brown because that's the colour your trousers will go if you accidentally hit yourself with it. And finally there's this one, green and yellow. That's the earth or the ground wire. Now in normal operation that shouldn't be used, but it's basically a return path if all else fails. If something goes electrically wrong in the plug or in the appliance, that will ground it, and all the electricity will safely go away from people. Because if that disconnects and there's a problem, well, you could touch the metal bit of this toaster and the electricity could ground itself through you and through your heart, which is bad. So instead, you have this wire here, and this is the really clever bit. This is the bit that not many people know about. You see that slack in the wire just here? In the event there's a tug on this cable and something goes wrong, and all these start fraying and coming out, the live and the neutral, the ones where the danger is, they'll get pulled out first. And then the earth wire will come out next. So in the event of damage or fraying, it's most likely that the earth wire is going to be the safe one, and no one's going to get
What?
So there you go, the British plug, genuinely one of the best bits of design.
Hold on, let me show you. I can't explain it. That right there, that's genius. I'm sorry. Wow.
Plug, genuinely one of the best bits of design I've ever come across, with one exception, which is that if you just let it fall on the ground, because you're just throwing something out the way, it will almost certainly end up with the points pointing upwards, which means in the middle of the night, when you stand on it, it is really going to hurt. You need to remember that because the live one is brown, because that's the colour your trousers will go if you accidentally hit yourself with it. And the big yellow...
See, I laughed too.
Okay, there.
I didn't see that coming.
I laughed there
No one
too.
ever does.
Dude. Oh man, that was that was a funny blooper. The thing about the plug falling, or like the plug falling so it's facing up, and then you step on it. You know what that like makes me think of? Legos. Have you guys ever stepped on a Lego? Like barefoot, not even. I'm wearing socks right now. But why did I say that? It has nothing to do with this. When you step on a Lego barefoot and you're not expecting it, it's one thing when you're like awake and stuff. But if you wake up in the middle of the night and you step on a Lego, I know people joke about it all the time, but it's actually happened to me. Woo! But that plug looked painful too. See, our plugs. There's different types of plugs. One of them, it has 3 plugs, and then most of them have 2. The ones that require more power. I honestly am not going to college for electrical engineering, so I'm gonna have to shut up right now. But yeah. By the way, if anyone's curious, I'm gonna be majoring in biology as of right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I want to do with my life, so I got time to figure it out. But yeah, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Shout out to whoever recommended this, and keep recommending stuff like this. It's really interesting. Oh yeah, and also comment down below what you think of my haircut. Rate it 1 to 10. I need a lot of 10s. No, I'm kidding. I don't need to inflate my already deflated ego. Anyways, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.